Welcome to the Long Island Sound.
Are you ready for the talk of the town? Your favorite podcast while you're driving around. We're number one, so toss us the crown. Better believe that we will hold it down with the Long Island Sound. Welcome to 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 the Long Island Sound.
What's up? What's up? We got another episode. Big Sil here with my brother, Little Ant.
Nah, you know the drill. Big Ant over here. Got Little Sil with us today.
Yeah, fuck off. All right, we got Big Dre the Bull. In case anybody don't know him, big fighter. We're gonna pull a highlight clip real quick so everybody can see him.
Skrilla P, pull that shit up.
Dre the Bull. Here we go, turn it up, let it start. From block to block, we snatching hearts and jacking marks. And the punk police can't fade me, and maybe we can have peace someday. But right now, I got my mind set up, looking down the barrel of my gun. Get up, cause it's time to make the payback facts. And my brothers on the block better stay strapped.
I was telling my brother, I know Andre way back, wrestling days, back when he was a Freeport guy, before he was a Kansas bound, before he was a fighter.
Before he was big time.
Yeah, before he was Dre the Bull, he was just Andre.
Port Knox finest.
Yeah, that's when he just had a Caesar cut. He don't got the hair, none of that. So this is old school Andre I know. I know him back wrestling days. So he's actually a little heavier than me. He actually lucked out for being a little heavier than me because ain't nobody want to see me back in those days when I was in shape. I got the belly now, but
you know what it is nowadays as you get older, man. Don't let the belly fool you.
Yeah,
though.
don't let the belly fool you. This belly might be big, but I got a lot of gas in there. A lot of gas in that
body
belly.
runs on diesel.
Yeah, I got a lot of that gas,
you got there.
but I got some other gas in there. But nah, man. So we wanted to have you on, kind of talk about fights, man. You got a good record, 21-2. You got any fights coming up? Anybody you want to fight?
Well, right now where I'm at is. Can I curse on this?
All right, do whatever you want, man.
All
This
right.
is a freedom of speech.
want.
Say what you
Freedom
want.
of speech. I can say whatever I want. Yeah,
you
sure.
say whatever you want.
I'll start. Fuck.
Yeah.
Now you good.
Before this, we had somebody talking transgender issues. So believe me, it don't matter what you talk about.
On that thing.
We went into the darkest of depths.
Don't
bring
get
it
me
up.
started on that.
Oh, I gotta
shit.
hear this now.
Nah, but right now I'm in like a fucked up position because I have a good record, so a lot of people don't want to take the risk to fight me when a lot of athletic commissions aren't opened up. So if they fight me and they lose, then they're just
It's not a good look.
They're just stuck.
Yeah.
So instead of fighting somebody that's 21-2, you're better off fighting somebody that's
with a shit record.
7-4 or 7-5,
yeah.
and then you get the W, and then you can move on.
Yeah.
You know, so I understand where they're coming from, but for me, it's like, yo.
Bro,
it's
literally
somebody.
like, you ever watch Kingdom on Netflix?
I seen
Bro,
this.
it's the same thing. So I'm a big, I can't even think of the son's name, the crazy son who was like a drug addict.
I know you're talking about.
him.
I know you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Dan?
No, he
it
has a
wasn't
pretty
Dan.
cool name.
I know you're talking about.
If you say their last name.
Kalina.
Kingdom.
Jay Kalina.
Jay Kalina.
So like, he just wins the title, but nobody wants to fight him.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like something like that. So out of the fight game, would you say it's a lot of not politics?
I was gonna say, what's
It's 1,000% a
all-
lot of
yeah?
politics. Yeah. Like if you look at it, and when I say the fight game, like MMA and boxing is different.
Yeah.
But that's one thing that's very, very new. Like it's
Similar.
It's similar across the board. Is if you have a good team, you got a good buzz backing you.
Yeah.
Then you'll be able to get in there and do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But if you're somebody, you can be an awesome fighter.
Yeah.
But if you have nobody backing you, you're gonna go through the mud to try to get somewhere, and this shit just sucks.
Yeah.
So from the outside looking in, I honestly didn't realize how similar it was because I always see the boxers as like, Floyd don't want to fight this guy. This guy's never gonna fight this guy. I feel like with MMA, you kind of see some of those like bigger fights happen. Yeah. So what make like, in other words, like why does it seem like that's the case when it's really not the case?
That is one of the differences in boxing and MMA. Yeah. Like in MMA, if the fans call for it enough,
it's gonna happen.
Fucking Dana's gonna make it happen because he's just concerned about the dollars. Whereas, and that's one of the things too that people don't get. Like in MMA, the owners and those people, they get 85% of the money that's coming in.
Hold on. 85%
they
of the money.
Get 85% of the money coming in,
that's
and the
insane.
athletes gets 15%.
And that's split between the two athletes.
like
that's 15% for the whole
overall.
pool,
Like if
over
we
the whole
talk
card.
about for the year, let's say for the year,
They make
Oh.
$100 million. You
they
make
get
15,
$100 for the
yeah.
year. MMA makes $100. The owners would get the $85, and the athletes would have to split.
Oh my
15.
God.
That's
That's
how it
nuts.
would go. Whereas
That's
if you
insane.
look at
boxing.
if you look at like NFL or NBA
yeah.
or whatever, it's like 45, 55. It's it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
closer,
It's a closer split.
it's a closer split. So that's why you don't see as much MMA fighters getting paid where you see these, boxers getting $1 million, payouts.
Boxers, I feel like sometimes shitty boxers, like they box someone halfway decent, like they
look
could
at-
literally have that fight and never fight again.
Yeah, but the flip side to that coin is that only that top layer of
yeah.
boxers
Are getting-
get those payouts.
Yeah.
You're only going to see Floyd or Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford.
Yeah,
You're
those
only going to
guys.
see those guys making those payouts.
Yeah.
But the guys that are coming up make way less than MMA guys when they're coming up.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're going to make it to that tippy top in boxing, you're going to make some serious paper.
How does the wife feel? Like she sees that. She gets nervous, like, calm it down.
I don't
That
think
no?
I don't think she
Damn, she don't
necessarily.
even
We're
care.
looking at her. She looks like she approves.
She probably thinking like, you know what, this motherfucker left that seat up that last
right.
time, and
do
I
that to
told
my wife.
him.
She fell in a couple of
I
times.
told his ass to take the garbage out. No, there's a couple things I get in trouble for. I tell y'all, we all cool on the show. We just got a dog, right?
All right.
And so sometimes
What
the
kind
dog,
of dog?
it's a pit bull,
Okay.
right? Rescue,
Okay.
a good dog though, And so sometimes when I take her out in the morning, she'll poop, and it's
You don't pick
super
it up.
early, and I don't pick it up.
I do that.
So she hates that.
You do it.
know?
Wait. Do you do it in your own yard or just around the neighborhood?
Nah, in the yard, in the
Okay,
backyard,
alright.
All right,
say,
so
neighborhood, you
so
never pick
I'm
up.
gonna side with your wife on this. That
Yeah,
would
yeah,
get me
it's
pissed.
fucked up. But to my defense, and I've never said this to her, so if y'all see me get hit right now, just
This
call
is
out,
it?
call the authorities for
I'll
me.
say, feel free to run
But-
on camera.
Yeah.
But what happens is, in my mind, it's like nobody goes in the backyard on the grass anyway. You know what I mean? So I'll get to it when I get to it. It
That's
might
my
take a little
mindset.
week or two, but
Yeah.
nobody goes on the grass anyway. You know what I mean? And she goes back there and she runs around
she
with
probably-
the dog,
she
I guess.
probably walks it.
So she fucking, hit one of the and then
You
be
know
like,
what? You know
this
what I'm known
motherfucker.
for? This is kind of bad. I'm known for this. So I'll walk me and my wife, we walk the dog around the neighborhood. And I'll bring a bag, like a poop bag. And sometimes the dog will poop and I'm like, I don't feel like I'll bend down next to the poop, swip the bag inside out like I picked it up
Just
and
to-
walk around just with an empty
Just
bag.
to trick the neighbors.
Yeah, literally.
That's like that dude that get into a little fender bender and write like, yo, bro, listen,
Yeah, I'll write a
I'm just
fake
writing this to
note.
let everybody know that, I wrote something,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
good luck fixing
That's
that
like
shit
me,
because
but
I'm not going to fix
But the
it.
reason I do
This
that,
ain't-
so this is the reason I do that. Obviously, I do it 'cause partially I'm lazy. I don't want to carry shit around. The second reason is my dog's a prick. Sometimes I'll walk him, he'll shit. I'll bring one bag, then he shits again. So I'm like, I won't pick up. If no one's around, I'm not going to pick up this one.
'Cause he
I'll
may have another one.
I'll fake pick it up, and I'll get him on the next round. But then he don't shit on the next round, so I just bring the bag home. Plus, those bags are expensive. My wife don't like to use the grocery bags. She wants me to buy the doggy bags.
I literally have no excuse. She bought this attachment where they stick it onto the leash and there's 30 bags in there.
Yeah,
I got
And
that.
it's
I
on.
got that.
We got 3 different leashes. It's on every leash, and I have no excuse. I just early morning I bring her back there, and I'm just like, you know what, go use the bag. I don't even put her collar and shit on.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
walk
you
her
Yeah, but
back.
it's the backyard. Who cares?
Put your shit in the backyard. She fucking pissed. I don't even know if she shit sometimes.
You got the poop-
I just be looking up sometimes.
You got the
fucking be on
pooper
my
scooper
phone.
though?
I don't have I have just the bags. I looked at the pooper scooper. It was like $30, $40. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's a little pricey.
I don't feel like grabbing that right now. Plus,
Yeah.
you got to wash that shit off.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
My-
That shit all on the end of the
So
joint.
my wife's my in-laws, they got the poop scooper. I don't think they ever washed that shit. I walk by, somebody look like somebody just eating peanut butter on that shit.
Yeah, that's-
it's stuck on there for days.
That'd be a rough one.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That'd be a
Oh, it's
rough one.
gross.
Yeah, you know.
Nasty. It's nasty. So, all right, now here's another one. Your ideal fight right now. I tell you, Dana White walks up to you. He's like, yo, Dre, you fight anybody you want. Who you fighting?
I'm fighting the Russian dude. I want that title.
Yeah?
Volkanovski. Yeah.
Oh, Volkanovski. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I'd
yeah.
fight Volkanovski in a heartbeat. Yeah. In a heartbeat.
So he's the dude that Cejudo wants to fight, right? Or does Cejudo want to fight the guy below him?
And what do you think of my man
Oh no, he
Cejudo?
is the guy Cejudo wants to fight. Yeah.
So Hudo's a tough dude, and I give him credit, but I wouldn't give him as much credit as he gives himself.
Nah,
Oh,
bro,
nah.
he acts
Nobody-
like, yo, he
nobody
acts
gives
like
him-
he's Mike Tyson in his prime mixed with Roy Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he really believes that shit.
Bro, this is the thing. Like, yo, he's great. He was a great wrestler. He's a good MMA guy. bro, he's just so corny. I can't take, like, I can't, like.
And part of it's like his gimmick now, though. Like, I feel like he's just trolling.
He has to do that, though. That's like him.
Oh, I didn't know him until he was this cringy and stuff. Like,
and the problem is, like, he's like, I should be getting paid the most, but, like, yo, people don't realize that it's not about, like, how good you are. People, like, people want to watch you for your personality. Like, I don't care what anybody, like, that's why, like, I don't think, and I've never been a McGregor fan, but I don't think he's even close to the best fighter. It's just, bro, he gets there, like, he hypes it. Yo, he's such a good shit talker. There was actually a point I was like, yo, he might beat Mayweather. Like, that's how good at shit talking he is.
Yeah, I remember when that shit was going down and people were fucking arguing with me. Like, they would hit me up.
I thought he would beat him.
They was like, yo, he's gonna beat him.
I
you know, Mayweather's too small. And I'm like, dude.
Especially when he said,
you're talking about one of the guys that's arguably one of the best boxers of
all time.
Fucking time. Yeah. You're not talking about a guy that's just good in this.
Yeah.
That's just decent in this era.
You know what it was for me, though?
An all-time great. And not only just that, what is Floyd known for? His defense. You can't touch him. So if you can't hit me, why do I even care how hard you can hit?
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
This is what it was.
Not gonna touch me anyway.
The line that he said to me that I was like, yo, maybe he's right. He was like, he's got these little fucking hands in hand. My fucking hand is so big. When he said that, I'm like, shit, yo, he might be right. I
was walking up close to you. I'm like, God, he does got a small head.
That's what I said. I was like, yo, he got that big hand. That's actually what I thought.
Well, who's the hardest person you've hit? Where maybe they came up to you and were like,
bro, that hit was hard as shit.
Nah, I hit a lot of people hard, man. I hit a lot of people hard.
What's your best shot where it's like the fight?
Yeah, best shot. Like, let me see your best shot.
The best shot that I've hit somebody in a fight or like overall?
In a fight. So would you rather kick someone in the head, punch? Like,
yo, first off, let me just give y'all an understanding of what y'all asking me, all right? So we was talking shit actually earlier today. Earlier today in the gym, Gian comes in and everybody starts laughing and talking shit. And it was like, out of everybody, Dre probably has the most fight time in the gym. Mm-hmm. And they've made this funny argument before. Now understand, in the gym, there's guys like Ryan LaFleur, Dennis Bermudez, Gregory Gillespie, Costas Philippou, Gian. There's a bunch of, like, you know, Chris Algieri, Adam Cohen. There's a bunch of guys in there at the time. And so I'm sitting up there like, I really got more fight time than these guys. And then I went back and I counted, right? Out of all the 5-round fights I have and all that other shit, I have a little over 4 hours of actual fight time.
Wow, that's a lot.
I see.
Right?
You do have a lot of decisions.
So, yeah, man,
you gotta start KOing.
Yeah, man, this shit ain't fucking as easy as it looks, man.
Bro, I watch it. I think it's an easy KO every time.
Man, I'm trying.
I'm always watching. I'm like, just knock him out.
Yeah. When I watch fights, I'm like, bro, just hit him in his chin, he'll fall right down.
This shit ain't as easy as it look, man.
It's the same shit when my dad, when I wrestled, he'd be like, Sil, high crotch. I'm like, there ain't no fucking high crotch.
He's like, why don't you just get on top and pin him?
Have you ever had somebody just yell out the complete wrong shit while you're wrestling?
Dad.
Like, yeah,
that's my dad.
No matter what position we're in, it's just squeeze. No matter what you're doing.
We had this dude, God rest his soul, but his name, Coach Lordy. This dude knew nothing about wrestling, but
he was there for the
he was just like one of those guys that would just make you feel good. You know what I mean? And so we'll be in neutral. He'd be like, Peterson. He'd be like, the fuck, from where? Like, we're not even like, he's not even nowhere near me. I can't do that shit now. Dude, but you know, Peterson, it was he had a good spirit. You know, he had a good spirit.
That's kind of like my dad literally squeezed. Squeeze!
Yeah,
no matter where you are.
Bro, it don't matter what position you... Bro, you could be on the bottom. He's like, squeeze!
Yeah,
heavy chest! I'm like, Dad,
so you guys were on one team.
Empire.
Was there any coaches like that, or like any crazy stories from there when you guys were on? Because that's like you traveled.
I got crazy stories everywhere, man. I remember one of the dudes, I'm not going to say his last name, but his first name was Carlos.
Oh, I know this.
So me and Carlos, we were like, running mates.
That
the
was
whole
like your
Empire
boy
State.
And this is you in high school.
This is high school. We were in
this is in high school.
You graduated 06 like me, right?
Yeah. So this like girl, 15, she was a gymnast, and Carlos is flirting with her. But what we didn't know was this girl's boyfriend was a gymnast, and he was there at the competition. So flirting around, joking around. Later on that day, Carlos and this girl, and I got to dim it a little bit because my child is here, whatever.
Yeah.
But Carlos and this girl is intimate. Okay. Very intimate. And this dude is completely drunk. He's like on the bottom bunk of the thing, and he's drunk out of his mind. Carlos is dealing with the girl on the top bunk. And I'm sitting up there.
Oh, the boyfriend's on the bottom bunk?
The boyfriend's on the bottom bunk. and they're on the top bunk vigorously going at it. And I'm sitting up there like, yo, and Carlos at one point, because Carlos knows I'm in the room, and he's at one point he looks over, he was like, Dre, you joining? I'm like, nah, bro, that's all you. Right?
That's when you gotta listen back.
That's how
when we were in
crazy he
Buffalo,
was.
You gotta drink Loganberry and just sit back then.
Yo, just so towards the end of the trip, you know, the dude wants to fight Carlos because he's like, yo, you pressing up on my girl. And
He wasn't a wrestler.
He was a gymnast.
Oh, the guy was a
The
gymnast.
guy was
too.
a gymnast.
Yeah,
so the dude was like, and
Carlos a big dude.
Carlos was a firecracker. You know,
Yeah.
it didn't take anything to
Yeah,
get
he
the
was
dude
nuts.
going.
Yeah.
So when the dude started like walking towards him, like, yo, you trying to press on my girl? Carlos was like, I don't already had your girl. And then Carlos goes ahead. Not only does he take this girl and does that to her, he then beats this dude all to hell and then gets kicked off. At that point in time, the commission said that Carlos could never enter, not even as a coach. He can't even come back and coach the Empire State Game.
They still got his face
ever
plastered.
again.
Even in high school, he was like getting kicked out back on
He's
the
a
team.
wild
like,
dude.
Bro, he's nuts.
He's a wild dude. He's legitimately.
What school did he actually wrestle for, though?
I don't remember exactly where he wrestled out.
He's from Long Island?
He
From
wrestled
Long
in
Island.
Suffolk, and then he came back out and wrestled in Freeport and Nassau.
I think he wrestled. I want to say he wrestled at Bellport.
Could have listened. That dude.
But truthfully, I don't even know.
That dude was literally a physical specimen. He
Good
could have did
wrestler?
whatever.
Good wrestler?
Yeah,
No,
he
he
was
was
a
sick.
physical
He was
specimen.
sick. Honestly, I think he was. What was he? 89 pounder or 215?
89.
He was 89.
Yeah, Carlos was a
he
bad
was-
dude.
Damn,
He
a
was a bad
200-pound dude walking around. I'm surprised this gymnast even stepped to him.
But the gymnast was a big dude and he was ripped.
Some of them are big. Yeah, dude,
It-
gymnasts are
it-
jacked.
Yeah, they are.
If to the virgin eyes, it looked like a fair fight. Carlos hit this dude so fast, so quick, and then suplexed him. We was in the parking lot. He suplexed him on the concrete, dude. I'm like, yo, he's about to kill this dude. And I'm like, I'm not a big fan of breaking up fights. Like, I feel like,
but you gotta break it up.
But at that point in time, like, if I don't try and get
You don't
Carlos
want-
off,
literally
he's
kill
gonna
this
kill
kid.
him.
You don't
know?
want picker skill running
Yeah.
over and yanking
So I let him
off.
get a couple hits off, and then I grabbed him. I was like, Carlos, you gotta chill. Come on.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill this dude.
Dude, that's too funny, man.
And then the girl was like, oh my God. I was like, you know what you did. You know
Yeah,
what you did.
you did all this
Yeah, I
shit.
tell you,
did
she
all
belongs
this
to the
on-
streets
this
at
on
that
you.
point.
Yeah,
This
she
is
belonged
all-
to the streets.
Yeah.
That's
She
when you hit it
belonged
with
to
a
the
future
streets.
meme back then. Yeah, this is before that.
Good old times, man.
Nah, that's good
Good
stuff.
times. I got a whole bunch of stories,
Yeah,
man.
there's so many good wrestling stories that people don't realize, man.
Yeah, I was wrestling at Nassau,
Uh-huh.
right? And we leave for national duels, right? It's in Minnesota.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys ever been to Minnesota.
I've never been there.
But
Worst
one
place.
day it could be relatively nice, 60s,
Yeah.
70s, and then by that afternoon you can get snow up to your fucking hip, right? And that is exactly what. When we got there, the weather was so dope. I was outside. I ran in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Right. I'm running outside, trying to get my weight down, get acclimated to the area and all that. We wrestled, and right before we about to leave, snow outside, legitimately up to my hip.
Jesus.
Right. So at that time, we got Delgado on the team.
Nassau had a good team, man. Nassau had a really
we had
good
Chris
They always have a
Noddy.
pretty good team.
Chris Noddy, who was
Did
a
you have the
national
Gomez
champ.
brothers then?
Brandon Williamson, no,
Nah,
they
they
were
might
they
have
were a
been a
little
couple
younger
years,
than
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Brandon Williamson again was a national champ. We had a squad.
Yeah.
That year, out of 10 weight classes, we had 8 All-Americans.
Yeah.
Right? That's to let you know
That's a
the
good-
type
that's
of
a good-
team
yeah.
that we had.
I remember Nassau was always a sick team.
It was a bad team at that
Yeah.
point in time. So we decided, since we snowed in, we can't go nowhere. We're tired of eating cold cut sandwiches. We're gonna take a walk to Walmart.
Yeah.
Now, if you've never been to a super Walmart,
I'll say
they
Walmart's there,
have
bro, big time.
everything. A super Walmart have everything. So we're looking. Brandon is 285 pounds, solid muscle, full beard, everything. It's like, Brandon, go get us some alcohol.
Yeah.
Brandon's like, fuck that, I'm in there. So he bought like whatever, those big ass crates of alcohol, like beer, and then he bought a couple bottles of alcohol. We stop at the mall on the way back. We meet some girls. We say, hey, we're in this hotel.
Is the Mall
Why
of
don't you
America?
I don't know what mall
Oh,
it
they
is.
got
We was
the
in
biggest-
Minnesota.
They got that biggest mall there.
And we meet some girls. We tell them to come hang out. So they come hang out. We're drinking in the room. We're hanging out. Coach
You on
Smith.
weight?
It's after the tournament. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh, that's the best night.
Coach Smith comes in the room and he's banging on the door because obviously college dudes drinking and partying
Yeah.
is not gonna be very quiet.
Yeah.
Coach Smith's banging on the door. He comes inside. He's like, he sees girls in there. He sees empty beer cans and bottles all over the place. He is irate. He's like, yo, what's going on here? So we getting a whole bunch of stuff. He's threatening to cancel the season, everything. Now
they're all about that talk.
He was. I mean,
yeah.
You get underage kids drinking, that's it. That season's over.
Up.
So I'm nervous. I'm like, listen, I got a scholarship coming next year. I can't get caught with all y'all foolishness.
Even though I wasn't drinking shit.
Even though I was drunk out of my mind, I go and I hide in the bathtub. I'm curled up, hid in the bathtub. I watched Coach come in. He looks around. He pulls shower curtains back, but I'm so curled up in a ball that you can't even see me unless you look inside the tub. So he leaves. He walks out. So all the people that he caught, they were in big trouble. And the following day, one of the coaches was like,
"He asked you about it?"
Dre, were you drinking in that hotel room? I said, yeah, I was, Coach. Well, when we went in there, where'd you hide? I said, I was in the bathtub, Coach. He started laughing so hard. He was like, I ain't going to say nothing. I was
like, I'm surprised no one snitched on you at that point.
I mean, come on. You
Listen,
can't snitch
man,
on me at that point.
Nassau, there's no rats out there. Man.
Yeah, not Nassau, man. That was a family team, man.
Yeah.
It's a family team.
Listen, wrestlers don't rat.
Nah, not on each other, man. We don't 6ix9ine it up.
We'll rat on somebody else, but we don't 6ix9ine it up. Each other.
Damn, I like that. We don't 6ix9ine it up.
We don't 6ix9ine it up. Yo, that same team that I'm talking about, we end up winning nationals as a team, right? So, 2 stories. As we go out there, I'm like drilling with people and shit before. Yeah. One of the Iowa Central kids, they're drilling, they're shooting, and one of the guys is falling into us. So now we're being assholes, falling into them. And then they look at us, we look at them, and a big-ass brawl breaks out.
At Nationals?
At Nationals. Off the bench comes John Jones cleaning people's clocks. Remember, John Jones wrestled 1 year, and he's cleaning people's clocks.
He was on the Fargo team with me, too, but like...
He was Iowa Central?
He was Iowa Central, cleaning people. And there was one other dude that's in the UFC now. He's at 185. I can't remember his name now. Real short dude. People always say that he needs to go down to 170 or whatever. He's at that the gym with Cain Velasquez and all. I can't remember his name.
I'm not sure.
But
you're not gonna get it out of
they come down. They are cleaning people's clocks. I mean, bad. And I'm sitting up there like, all right, well, it is what it is. I got to focus on the task at hand.
Yeah.
And so that happened. And then what I was gonna say. Afterwards, we win nationals for JUCO college team or whatever, and we go out to celebrate. We're online at a club, and one of the guys on our team gets in an argument with the bouncer. There's a lacrosse team in front of us and a baseball team behind us, right? Mm-hmm. So get into an argument. The bouncer says, listen, I'm not doing all this back and forth. Either you guys get off the line or nobody else is getting in. So naturally, the people at the back, they're like urging us to get off.
Get the fuck off the line.
We're not getting off the line. What are you guys going to do about it?
Yeah.
Within like 5 minutes, everybody is like destroying each other. I seen 2 girls get knocked clean out.
I like that.
Clean out. And I have a real good idea of who did it. I'm not going to say it.
Don't
but
say
between me and that person, they know what time it is. If they see this podcast, they're going to laugh.
Listen, you ready?
But I know who did it.
Speaking of knocking out girls.
Yeah.
I won't give anybody's names out. But see these hands? They bisexual. All right? Because they'll hit men and women. All right, I got a little story.
I got a question for you, though.
Yeah.
I got a question. You and your wife, you go out. You and your girl, you go out. Yeah. Right? Some shit pops off.
It's going to be an easy question for me.
Some shit pops off.
I'm going to hit the girl.
And some girl tried to come at your wife. She's trying to get at your wife. Do you hit the girl?
You don't even got to say trying. I'm going to hit the girl. I just told you.
Easily. What about you? Is this your girl? Are you hitting her or no?
Is she bigger than me or she's my size, this girl? That's just weighing into it for me.
I don't care if she's 3 inches shorter than I am if she's getting hit.
Does not matter.
It don't matter.
You cleaning her clock.
There's a couple situations for me.
So let me give you a rundown. You ready? I'm going to school. I'm going to school in the city. I went to NYU, right? This is a bad story. You might not want to hear this, but it is what it is. So I'm coming home. At the time, I lived on Thompson and like Spring and like Soho. So I'm walking home with my roommate. Maybe it's 3 a.m. And this girl, we're on like 21st Street, bumps into me. All right, it's whatever. I don't care. I don't want you to think I'm just starting to start fights with girls.
That's what it's looking like right now.
It's looking like that, but that ain't what happened. So I'm walking, and she proceeds to follow me from 21st Street to about 13th. Okay? And I'm talking.
Yo, this dude.
This is my face. She's like this. Motherfucker, I'll fuck you up, you pussy. And I'm like this. So I'm like, yo, leave me the fuck alone. Like, the fuck is your problem? Yelling at me. So I'm talking to I'm at the corner. I'm talking to my roommate. We're just bullshitting. Bro, she takes her shoe off. Boom. Yo, hits my, I think I got disconnected. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I hear you still.
Hits my roommate in the back of the head. Yo, bleeding.
A spike heel.
Oh,
A
yeah,
high
what type
heel.
of shoe?
Spike heel. So, yo, I don't want to hit a girl, so I'm going to do the diplomatic thing. I'm wrestling this bitch with So, I got the shoe. Yo, I got the shoe like this. Wrestling this bitch. Finally, I use some of my man's strength. I pull that shit away like a football. So, I throw that shit in the middle of 3rd Avenue. 3rd and 14th. So she's like, you little motherfucking midget. So I'm like this bitch is big. We ain't talking like, I ain't talking like a small girl. Like this is a big bitch. Like she probably could have fucked around and played like for the Liberty. So I'm like, yo, what is your problem? Takes her shoe off. Now she's barefoot, yo. She's like a caveman. Yo, swinging the shoe at me.
Like a sword.
Yeah. Bro, so I'm like this. Bro, I'm trying to dodge this. I'm about to knock this TV down. I'm trying to dodge this shit. So she swings it at me, gets a little nip. I take that shoe, I throw it in the middle of the street. Now my boy, yo, he's got blood on the head. Like you would think this is like a UFC fight, the way he's bleeding. So I'm like, yo, if you don't leave me alone, I'm calling the cops. I did the Karen thing, bro. I called the cops. I'm a Karen, all right? I'm a Karen. I'm not
called the cops?
Yeah, dead ass called the cops. Bro, I take out my BlackBerry. I call 911. I'm like, hello? They're like, bitch grabs my phone, smashes it on the ground. Oh yeah. But you know what? Yo, Killer Court, you can run some Get Ready to Rumble music in this bitch real quick. I want that on the back of the podcast. Run that real quick.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, this is a real Bruce
I
Willis
thought
shit.
that was real, actually.
Yeah. All right. So, yo, she does that. So I was like, now I give her that like, you know when your dad yelling at you face?
Yeah.
I give it I swear to God.
You don't move your teeth.
Yeah, I don't move my teeth. My lips like this. I
Bitch,
swear to God, you do one more thing, it's your ass on the line. Bro, this bitch goes like this. I'm telling you, she looked like a Hawaiian warrior. Yo, hands right here, like she got to do
Like the
step.
old Dallas
Like this.
Cowboys.
And it goes like this. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this bitch
She
doing?
didn't spit.
Spit right in my mouth as I'm yelling.
Oh.
Right in my goddamn mouth. Right in my goddamn mouth. So what do? Fuck it. I gave you a warning,
All
bitch.
right, this is why she's acting like a man.
Listen, you done learned. Now you finna to get these hands. Bro, I take this hand right here. I don't even give her one of these. Bro, I take this hand. Bro, I hit her. When I tell you my whole body, I fell to the ground. That's how hard I hit her. Bro, she just went like this. Look. Bro, hit the street. Bro, I grab my roommate by the thing. I'm like, yo, let's go. Bro, I run around the corner, jump in a cab, get home. Next day, yo, I go to wrestling practice, right? And you know me back in the day, and if anybody knows me, I'm real loud and cocky. So I get home, that night, I'm joking around in the cab. I write on my shit, I don't care who you are, bitch or a man, you get knocked the fuck out. So people are laughing, like commenting on my Facebook. I get into wrestling. My coach goes, Silvio. I was like, yeah, what's up? I need to talk to you. So I'm like, yeah, sure, what's up? He's like, what's up with your Facebook status? I'm like, oh, yeah, it was just a funny story some guy told.
I don't know. It's a lyric.
Yeah, I was like, it was a funny story somebody told at the bar. He's like, an RA I know said he saw you punch a girl. I was like, bro, I looked at my coach. I was like, what? I was like, bro, what am I, like a fucking wild animal? It's like, bro, I didn't hit nobody. Bro, I get back out there. The second I remember we all went to Weinstein. It was like the cafe. Bro, I'm telling the story how I like knocked the fucking girl out. Bro, but I'm telling you, I'm not saying I hit chicks, but listen, this podcast, if you deserve it,
She
you
was acting
deserve
like
it.
a man at that point.
College is a wild place.
Yeah.
I remember, like we kind of stated a little bit earlier. I went to college in Kansas, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't know, college is predominantly white people, and if you can't tell, I'm a black dude. So I'm out there. I'm in Kansas, and I'm walking. I get a little tipsy one night, and I'm like, I'm not really feeling the vibes tonight. I'm going home.
Yeah.
So as I'm on my way home, I'm walking home. I'm by myself. I see like 4 or 5 dudes stomping somebody the hell out. Like stomp,
dang, it's a girl.
bringing their knees all the way up to their chest and
it's a big
stomping on
stomp.
somebody. So I'm like, shit. So I see one of the girls that was she worked in like the what do you call those the nurses in the athletic office? I forgot.
Trainer.
Yeah, like athletic trainer. So I see her. I'm like, yo, what's going on over there? They was like, oh my God, Dre is so fucked up. They beating him up because he's gay. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, yo, it's some scrawny little dude. I'm like, yo, guys,
leave him alone.
That's enough, man. Let him go. And one of the dudes turned to me and he was like, yo, what the fuck are you gonna do about it, you dumb nigga? Right? Again, we're in Kansas. I'm black. They're white. I'm like, bro, And now I'm walking towards them, right?
Yeah.
At this time frame, I'm
These
already
hands
like
gotta be shaking ready.
I'm already like 4-0 as an amateur.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm walking towards them, and I understand that the odds may not necessarily be in my favor, but I'm about to give it hell. I had 2-3 drinks
I
in me. I'm
respect
ready
that.
to go.
Yeah, you'll fight anyone.
So I'm walking, and I said, "What'd you say?" He said, "You heard what I said." And as he went to repeat himself, he swung, and I ducked up under it. I hit him. I get hit in the back of my head. I start hitting this up. So it's like an all-out tussle, right?
Yeah.
Some dudes that knew me, they were in the house. They looked out. They said, "Oh shit, that's Dre. Let me go help him."
Yeah.
But again, I'm the only black dude, so white people around me. So I see white people coming out the house.
You're
In
ready,
my
you're fighting them. You're ready to throw hands at them.
I'm getting the best of these dudes. So I'm like, oh, this is
They got
reinforcement.
reinforcements.
So I stepped back and I cracked this dude, and he was like, ah, shit, Dre is me. I was like, I can't
fuck.
tell, back up.
Yeah, panic time.
You know
bro.
what I
You
mean?
just
I'm like,
start
fuck
swinging.
that, back up. So sitting up there tussling, and then one of the dudes, this is one of the funniest moments that I had in cause. He got his homeboy, because one of the dudes was out cold, because when I hit him, he went down, and as he was down, I kicked him in the face. He
I
was
like that.
out cold.
I like that. Little combo.
So the dude has his buddy that was out cold under the arms, and he's walking him back.
So
but
there's
as
like
he's
Ray
walking,
Rice coming out of the elevator with a girl.
just like, so he's like, well, while he's walking back, he's talking shit to me. He's like, fuck you, you lucky, because I was just finna knock you
you
out.
should have Ray Finkeled him.
I'm like, bro, it was you and 3 of
kick
your
right to the
boys.
head.
Laces
It
out.
was you and your boys, and y'all couldn't beat me. You think that you're gonna, what you gonna do, drop your boy and come over? Like, so what's up?
Yeah.
So as he comes, he goes to throw a shot at me, and I double leg him.
I like that.
We hit the
Slow
street.
wrestling.
We hit the street. His head kind of hits the pavement a little bit, so he's a little wobble. And I hit him like 3 times. I hear the police sirens.
Gotta
One
get
of
out of
the
there.
girl that was the athletic trainer, she's like, Dre, go downstairs in the basement and hide. So I'm downstairs in the basement. I'm in the thing. I hear the cops upstairs questioning people. Why is this young man sleeping like this? I was like, yo, I'm about to go to jail like all hell,
Never
and
got
I'm
caught though,
nervous.
right?
I'm nervous like all hell, right? But nobody ever said anything. But then when like towards the end, shit got back to the coach, and he was like, Andre, let me talk to you for a minute. I was like, what's up, coach? He was like, why is your hand taped up? And I was like, I hurt my hand a little bit.
Yeah, I'm an amateur fighter.
He was like, Dre, did you get into a fight? I was like, shit.
Fuck.
I was like, man, it was beating up this gay dude. He was like, listen, you better hope it don't get back, man, because if you lose your scholarship, you know, it is
Yeah,
what
your
it is.
ass
I can't, you know, do whatever.
Yeah.
Now, towards the end of the fight, after all that was all done, I told the gay dude, I was like, yo, man, I'm going to just go ahead and walk you up to the dorms where you was at, you know, just to make sure they don't circle back the block and take their frustrations out on you.
Yeah.
So while we going home, he was like, you know, I appreciate you, you know, stepping in.
Wait, is this how his voice sounded?
This is how his voice
right.
I appreciate
I didn't know if that was you or that was
no, that was him.
I was about to say.
I appreciate you stepping in and helping me out. I don't know what's wrong with those assholes and all that. And I was like, cool,
you good,
man.
you
You
good.
know, you
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
you know, you don't got to get too friendly now. We cool, but we ain't that cool
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But it was, you know, it was one of my good deeds.
So we're running short on time. This will be the last thing.
I need you to punch my brother.
I need you to punch Sil with that body bag.
I'll tell you what.
Listen,
I'm gonna let your wife choose.
my wife is an equal opportunist. She
So
don't,
let's
she
go.
don't care who gets hurt.
1 or 2. Who getting the hit?
You gotta ask my daughter.
Ask you. Who do you want him to hit? Me or him?
Let's go.
All right.
All right, let's go quick. We're running short on time.
right,
Here we
all
go.
right.
He's going to give him the one shot. Y'all see it right now, and then we're out. Here we go. Here we go.
Yo, strap me up, though. I don't want it to hurt too bad.
If you want to see Sil get knocked out, here it comes.
I can tell you right now, this shit's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I got hit. I was punching myself before, and it hurt.
Give me a pillow. Let me put a pillow. No. Let me put a pillow.
Here. Here, hurry up.
I can already tell this shit's gonna. Yo, this shit's gonna hurt. I can't do it.
All right, let's go. Hold up.
Give me that.
Nah, you're falling right back into that. Dre, get that shit warm, brother.
Watch kidneys. I got bad kidneys. Nah, dead ass, I'm putting this thing because I know it's gonna hurt.
Well, hurry up.
Shut your damn mouth. I'm waiting for Dre. Why are you wearing 2 gloves?
You might get the right or the left. I don't know which one.
All right, here we go. Remember, Dre the Bull. Oh. There we go. One more. That's it. Boom, that's it. Guys, quick shout out. Thank you, Dre the Bull. Thank you. We'll see you guys next week.
I swallowed. It felt like I threw up in my mouth.